Have you ever found yourself staring at a to-do list that seems to stretch endlessly into the future, yet somehow, you're frozen in place? The tasks, once so clearly defined, morph into a blurry haze, leaving you feeling both overwhelmed and paralyzed. Or perhaps you've been in a situation where your heart races, and your palms sweat just at the thought of speaking up in a meeting, even though you have valuable insights to share. If this resonates with you, know that you're not alone. Many of us grapple with a mind that, at times, seems intent on sabotaging our progress. Today, we're embarking on a journey to uncover why our minds can be our worst enemies and how we can reclaim our mental power. To unravel the complexities of our minds, we must first understand their inner workings. Our brains are remarkable yet paradoxical organs, intricately designed for both survival and creativity. This duality often creates a tension. While our minds can help us achieve great things, they can also trap us in cycles of fear and doubt. Imagine the mind as a double-edged sword. On one side, it can inspire innovation, drive ambition, and foster deep connections with others. On the flip side, it can amplify our insecurities, inflate our worries, and entrap us in a spiral of negative thinking. This is particularly evident in our responses to stress. When faced with challenges, our brain often defaults to a survival mode, reacting with fight or flight responses that can lead us to retreat rather than confront our fears. One way our minds can mislead us is through cognitive biases, those sneaky little shortcuts our brains take that often lead to flawed decisions. For example, the availability heuristic is a cognitive bias that makes us overestimate the likelihood of events based on how easily we can recall examples. If you've ever felt paralyzed by the fear of flying after hearing about a plane crash, you've experienced this bias in action. This fear, though irrational, becomes a powerful barrier to enjoying new experiences. To combat these biases, we must cultivate awareness. Recognizing when our thoughts are influenced by biases allows us to question their validity. Instead of immediately succumbing to fear, we can pause, breathe, and assess the situation more rationally. This shift in perspective transforms our mind from a foe into a more supportive ally. Another significant player in our mental landscape is the inner critic. This relentless voice in our heads often tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or deserving enough. It can be a whisper or a shout, but regardless of its volume, it can profoundly impact our self-esteem and decision-making processes. Research shows that negative self-talk activates the amygdala, triggering a cascade of stress hormones that can cloud our judgment. When we internalize criticism, it becomes a barrier that prevents us from pursuing our goals. But we must remember that these thoughts are not truths, they are merely reflections of past experiences and learned behaviors. By practicing self-compassion and challenging these negative narratives, we can disrupt this cycle. Instead of succumbing to self-doubt, we can reframe our internal dialogue. For instance, instead of thinking, "I'll never get this right," try shifting to, "I'm learning, and it's okay to make mistakes." This simple shift can significantly impact our ability to move forward with confidence. Our mental landscape is also shaped by the environments we inhabit. The people we surround ourselves with, the spaces we occupy, and even the media we consume play vital roles in shaping our thoughts and emotions. Toxic relationships or negative environments can reinforce feelings of inadequacy and anxiety, creating a breeding ground for self-sabotage. Take a moment to reflect. Do the people in your life uplift you, or do they drain your energy? Are the environments you frequent conducive to growth and positivity? Recognizing these influences is crucial. By curating our social circles and environments, we can foster a more supportive atmosphere that encourages personal growth. One of the most powerful tools at our disposal for combating negative thought patterns is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, acknowledging our thoughts without judgment. It's about observing our mental processes rather than becoming entangled in them. Through mindfulness, we develop a heightened awareness of our thought patterns. We learn to recognize that thoughts are transient, they come and go like clouds drifting across the sky. Instead of identifying with these thoughts, we can view them as passing phenomena. This shift in perspective liberates us from the grip of negative thinking, allowing us to respond to challenges with clarity and composure. Engaging in mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises, can cultivate this awareness. Even a few minutes of focused breathing each day can ground us and help us reconnect with our inner selves, fostering resilience in the face of life's challenges. As we navigate the complexities of our minds, it's essential to equip ourselves with practical strategies that promote positive thinking and emotional well-being. Here are a few effective techniques. Journaling. Writing allows us to articulate our thoughts and feelings, creating a safe space for self-exploration. Journaling can serve as a mirror, reflecting our inner dialogue and helping us gain clarity on our emotions. Positive affirmations. The power of positive affirmations lies in their ability to rewire our thinking. By regularly affirming our strengths and capabilities, we can shift our mindset from one of self-doubt to one of empowerment. Gratitude practice. Incorporating gratitude into our daily routine can profoundly impact our outlook on life. By taking a moment each day to reflect on what we're thankful for, we shift our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in our lives. Setting boundaries. Establishing healthy boundaries is crucial for protecting our mental space. Learning to say no to commitments that drain our energy allows us to prioritize our well-being and engage in activities that truly resonate with us. Seeking professional support. Sometimes, navigating our inner world can feel overwhelming. Seeking the guidance of a therapist or counselor can provide valuable insights and tools for managing our thoughts and emotions. As we conclude this exploration of the mind, remember that our thoughts can be both our allies and our adversaries. By understanding the mechanisms at play and implementing strategies to shift our perspectives, we can cultivate a healthier relationship with our inner selves. It's essential to recognize that this journey is not about erasing negative thoughts altogether, but rather learning to navigate them with grace and resilience. Just as a ship faces storms at sea, we too will encounter turbulent thoughts and emotions. Yet, with the right tools and mindset, we can steer our ship toward calmer waters. So, the next time you feel your mind working against you, pause and reflect. Acknowledge the thoughts that arise, but don't let them define you. Instead, embrace the journey of self-discovery and empowerment. You hold the keys to your mental well-being, and with each step you take, you move closer to unlocking the true potential of your mind. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening exploration. If you found this discussion helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who may benefit from this message. Together, let's continue to empower ourselves with psychological knowledge for a fulfilling and enriched life.